Okay, great. Now, here we are. Hello, everyone. This is Pinterest Pro Anna here again today. And as I so promised you that Robin would be with us, who is an absolutely awesome artist. And the first thing that I want to do is let Robin tell you a little bit about her background as far as being an artist and all the wonderful things that she's done.
Thank you for having me here too. I have a little dog, he might bark too.
You hear mine in the background.
I've been a professional artist for quite a long time. I began making art as a young child and as a teenager, and along with raising a family and a few other odd jobs in between, I've finally become at a point to where I do art full time and have been a professional artist now for several years now. I achieved having my first solo museum exhibit, which is a really big deal to me. And I did that a couple of years ago at the Lake Eustis Museum of Art. My work focuses on the spirit and energy of nature, and I work in a couple of different ways. I do some pastels. I'm a signature member of the Pastel Society of America, and I also work in acrylics. And you can peek back here at this little hummingbird and peacock behind me. That's one of my pieces there. Another thing that I've learned to do, basically because collectors kept asking me, is I learned to diversify my business by adding silk scarves and bags and decor and shower curtains. I have little pouches and things like that here. And it's one of the other things, another aspect to my art business.
Yes, and also the clothing even. Some of that, I was like, wow, I didn't know she was doing this now. So that's absolutely wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And Robin has used Pinterest for many years. I know when I first started doing this, we talked a lot about it and so forth. And I did a lot of pinning of her artwork because it was so wonderful. And I actually have one of her pieces hanging in my house. So I love it too. And one day I'm going to have that peacock behind her too, because it's gorgeous. It is gorgeous. Right. Robin, tell us a little bit about, how you have used Pinterest and what are some of the nuances that you've realized about using Pinterest, especially as an artist, and some of the success that you've had.
I jumped on Pinterest early on. Mainly because it's very visual, and as a visual artist, it's a very powerful tool for me. One of the things that I started doing was making albums and then specifically putting my art into those albums. And then I learned to kind of vary it as time went on and be a little bit more specific. So now I have albums for pillows, and I have albums for the silk scarves, for the bags, for various different things. And I even have one for PR and news articles. And I just moved into this new space here. This is my new studio. And as I was preparing to move here, if you look at my Pinterest and go there now, you'll see a whole bunch of art studio ideas, which is why I have those cool boxes back there. One of the things that you can find on Pinterest. And for me, as a business person, it also gives another way of people finding me, because they're looking for a product or an item or something like that, and it's a good search tool.
Mm-hmm. And that's one of the things people really, I think, don't understand about Pinterest, is that it is a search tool, and a lot of people use it for a search tool. Mm-hmm. Like we use Google, but only you're searching for images on Pinterest. So that's one of the points that I try to get across. Also, earlier we talked a little bit about a problem that you're now having with Pinterest, which I think is something excellent to bring up, because it's something that a lot of people don't think about, and it's when they're setting up the account. So would you share that with us, Robin?
I will. Because I started off with Pinterest early on and my career has developed and I've made some other choices, I use various venues for my art. And so I didn't have my name as a website at one time. I had another website, and I also used other sites like Etsy and so on and so forth, which I use less. So some of those images, especially if it's an original that's sold, that link is void. And so I'll go in there and there'll be old links, and then I have to figure out how to change these. And it's not just me who's pinned them. Some other people have pinned them. And so all of their links are a little off. So I have on one of my old websites, it says if you land here to go to my new website, but still that's kind of cumbersome. I'd rather have direct links all on my Pinterest images and albums.
And that is a problem that we don't think about. I know, as I expressed to you, that's something when I changed my URL that I've been having my assistant work on, because some of my pins that have had like 6,000 repins.
Yes. You don't want to do that up.
The old URL.
You don't want to delete the image, because then you lose all of that.
Right, exactly. So you're kind of like that. So as I always say to people, that's the reason why you should hire me, because I can take care of all those things. So
that sounds like a good idea. I really think I need your help.
Because it takes time to do that. It really does. It really does. Well, it's so good to talk to someone that has used Pinterest for a long period of time, because you don't talk to a lot of business owners really that have used it for years. And I know that you have, because when I first started doing this, opening up this company, was when you were first getting on Pinterest and so forth. So anything else you would like to add
Well, I think it's a best kept secret about how many sales come from Pinterest. It's one of those things that you're able to track, and I've actually had people find me because of it, and then they start their own boards and their own albums with my artwork, and it's very flattering, but it's also a powerful sales tool.
Oh yeah, and it's free. When you think about it, they're advertising for you, and you're not even paying them. So that, to me, that's the real power of Pinterest, is when you start getting people to do that. It's like, Nike gets everybody to advertise for them, because everybody likes to wear Nike clothing with their logo on it. So that's great. That's great. Well, I appreciate so much you being with us today. And what I'll do is I will put your Pinterest account URL here on my Facebook page, so that people can go and take a look at your Pinterest account and kind of see what you've done there. It may be helpful to other people and all. So as I said, thank you so much. It's good to talk to you also, because I haven't talked to you in a while, and good to see you doing so well.
Oh, thank you. It's a pleasure to see you doing so well. And you have so many great tips, and I really enjoy following you on Pinterest Pro Solutions.
Well, thank you, Robin. I appreciate that shout out. So that is all we have to say today, but thank all of you for joining us. And until next time, which is Thursday, tomorrow night at 7 p.m., then this is Pinterest Pro Solutions signing off and traveling on down the Pinterest Superhighway.
Thank you.
Thank you.